Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. I have the Dark Moon reading ready for you. And oh, wow, now we have an alignment. Now, check out this one. Now, this is a real alignment. Now, you can see that. Uh, uh, Come on. Okay. Can you see it? Should be okay now, no? Now you can see that here in Pisces, we have here all this, mostly all the personal planets except Mars, which is just on the AC on the chart for the world. And so we can see with Mars, and also we can see here that is a Chiron up square to it. This is a tension, a challenge aspect. So you can really see that something happened. And those who have seen my card reading, they have heard also about what's going on. And I said very clearly, and this is obvious here too, now we're done. We're simply done. There is nothing moving forward anymore. The energy in the moment is kind of really difficult. And um, as this square shows also, it is a kind of a difficult healing situation because, as I know from several sources now, we don't have that many people awaken as we should have. And a lot of people went back, as my very dear friend and sister said, um, to a more like a pre-COVID idea of living, being seduced that the dark ones have put out there. And since everything here, that whole alignment is in Pisces, and in Western astrology, they're going to tell you that also the dark moon is now in Aries, but it's not. It's not the beginning now, it's an end. And I think that makes a very, very huge difference, what is going on now. And those who have really done the homework and have been breaking their habits, what I stress for so long time again, you have to break your habits because what is happening in the moment, even if the false matrix has fallen, but it is keeping alive by the energy of people that are in the habit of enhancing it. So to say, like, for example, for the people who are going with the mainstream, who believe things, who pay taxes, who don't go and withdraw their energy from this dark narrative. So it is a very critical moment we have in the moment. And since the alignment is a very powerful constellation we have, everything is more or less focused on. And you can see here on the right side, there is no fire actually. There is only water, a little bit of air, and only one planet in air and a little bit of earth. So even the grounding is very difficult with here when we have Neptune in Pisces. It is very important in the moment that you focus on what you really want and listen to the inside. Now, it is crucial for your ascension if you really want to ascend into higher realm and not just go through another cycle. Still, even if you go through another cycle, and a lot of people will, they will not be in a false matrix. So as far as I understand, that energy is broken for good. So what is happening now? So even here, the MC here is now in 20, it's interesting, see 2255. Aquarius. This is just the last degree because again in the real star constellation we don't have like the signs or the houses with 30 degrees. They are a different size. So the moment that we have now is a moment of, if you focus inside the 10th house, the goal is where we are going to, what goal we reach. We have a chance, but a very, very small chance to reach a higher consciousness for those who are not there yet. Those who are still completely hooked at the false matrix, they still believe that a government or even angels or aliens will save them. They will not get anywhere. We will have the help from other beings and star beings and angels, definitely. But still, you have to do the work. It's up to you where you are going and where this timeline will take you. So, Moon and Sun conjunction here in Pisces, we have one half square only, which is a karmic constellation to Uranus. Now, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and in that way, the ruler of the goal that we are supposed to go. Uranus is just now, see, it just has entered. Gosh, I cannot find the words today. Too many retrogrades. See, we have Mercury retrograde, so it's very difficult to find words. So we have Uranus here has entered Taurus in the first degree, moving into Taurus, into manifestation. Now, the manifestation that is happening is like if we are moving like this, if we are not bringing the heart over the head, like, the power of love or the love of power. So you have to decide what you want. And humanity, a lot of humanity has already decided to love the power. And the power that they will claim will actually manifest what they are focused in the moment. And you see even this triangle here, the two green lines that are the step-by-step understanding what is going on, or understanding, better said, and the trine is the gift to Mars. We can say that whatever people are focusing now, when we look from Uranus, that this is exactly what you manifest, and this will come. Mars itself is in Gemini. Now, Gemini is also a sign that can be very misunderstood. It is just like in the Western or whatever astrology, it is said that it's just the mind, but the twins represent also either polarity or duality. And I was talking about duality and polarity before. Duality is where we judge. And again, we need to use words. So duality is when you put on top of it good and bad, and then you have all the other words beside. Then you have yin and yang. You have just like positive and negative, breathing in, breathing out. Like in the electro cable, we have a positive and a negative pole. And out of the balance of the positive and negative, the energy comes. So it's again, what we need is balance, is to balance our energies so that we can heal. And we have here also the square here going from Mars to Chiron. It's about healing. But they are also disconnected. See, Chiron has no connection to any other planet. And here we have about how many? Four planets we have in a conjunction, including the node that is here with that trine. So we have here Neptune. That means Neptune asks to go below, go inside yourself, to let go, to dive. And you can imagine the picture of an ocean with the surface big wave and the very quiet flow below. So whoever has been diving once knows what I say here. That very beautiful quietness when you are below the surface. Now, this is what you have to choose. Either you go with emotions, which are emotion, energy in motion, which are the waves on top, or you dive deeper and you go with the feelings. And feelings and emotions are not the same. The emotions is that what is coming up to the surface with the wave, but feelings and emotions in the moment are very, very important because they can guide us now. So whatever is showing up in emotions is something we have to pay attention. And with this emotion, okay, a topic is coming up, somebody hurt you, something is happening in your life, and you react emotionally, react. React and create is the same word, but the C is on a different place. So if you react, then it's like from the mind. If you want to create the reality, whatever that person has done, and you understand that whatever another person has done has in fact nothing to do with you, really, it's that person. And if you lower your vibration to react, you don't create your reality, you give the power away to that person. So this is one of the lessons we have now, because here is Mercury but retrograde. So it's not about acting out, but it is like with this energy of Gemini, to figure out what really happened. And when we have this in the AC, this is also connected to karma, and we look at the world karma in the moment. So you can see, for example, that the world has, or the program has always pushed the emotions and not the feelings. Those people who are meditating and sink like from the head into the heart, then sink down into the feelings, they can go without reacting to emotions. I remember my father always said to me, when you're angry or when something happened, be still a moment and take 3 deep breaths and then look at the situation again. And this is really something that helps. He was a wise man. So if you do that, you can maybe move beyond the worst emotion, even if emotions are still there, and then sink down into the feelings, or sink from your head into your heart. And this is what is so important now when we look at Gemini. You choose, do you want to live in duality, or you want to move into polarity, where just simply there is day and night, breathing in with breathing out without judgment? Because this is how the world is. Even if we have all the other words or states of mind or states of feelings, there is always a polarity, and your whole life is completely full with decisions. You have to decide, do you want to drink coffee or tea? You want to go out, or you want to stay home? Whatever, it's everything you do is a decision. And the moment you make a decision, you say yes to something and you say no to something else. Like when I say I want coffee this morning, I say no to tea or fruit juice or whatever. And if I drink fruit juice, I say no to coffee or whatever it is. So this is choice, but this choice has no judgment. And this is what we have to move beyond. This is the judgment. And when we do that, when we give the power to this, what we have here, and we have also a retrograde Venus here, then we can move forward and drop into the heart, like the Venus consciousness, also retrograde, meaning inside, Mercury inside, not outside, not reacting outside. So Saturn is forcing us to look at these things. But again, since it's in Pisces, it is not conscious. The whole topic is happening in an unconscious level that we don't comprehend with our head really what is going on. So we have to relay on the feelings. We have to trust our feelings. If we trust our emotions, we are like on the surface of the ocean, we are thrown forth and back and maybe might drown. But if we dive deep down and we go with that flow of the slow flow of the even ebb and flood, that is coming in and out, then we can find another consciousness level. But what I said before, we are done and we are materializing now the new world. And those who have decided inside that, okay, everything actually was okay. Just let's go to the point before COVID. Just when things were kind of okay, then they will materialize this kind of world for them, and they will definitely not move into ascension. I'm very clear about that, that those who have done the homework, that something will lift them up into some higher reality. But I can also feel, and especially again when I looked at the card, the tidal wave, and tidal wave is also, it's a water card, that something will happen in the physical world. Jupiter is completely disconnected from all the aspects that we have here in Taurus too, manifestation. So Jupiter, who is the ruler of Sagittarius, who is actually the DC, that is like the AC is where I am, the DC is where the others are. It is not just the partner in your life, the seventh house, it is everything outside. And here is also Pluto. That means that this transformation that is happening in the moment, that when you move beyond, you see the moon here is standing on the horizontal level, and here is the vertical. This is the cross, the moon standing on the cross. That means, like also with the symbol of the arrow, we penetrate something and go up beyond the lower consciousness, beyond the emotions. So we hold still in the moment. There is no expansion in the moment. This is seeding time. This is like we are seeding our creative thoughts, our wants, our desires, whatever we have in the moment. And this is very crucial. Control what you want. Think about what you really want. Is it really what you want is money? Is it really fame or something like this? Or is it like the peace of mind, the higher consciousness to move forward towards the divine? There is so much confusion about this also because of religion, and that it doesn't matter which one. In every religion, there is some truth, and there is always some distortion, that the truth can bring you up to maybe 50, 60, 70, 90% of the truth, but then there comes the point where it's not going forward anymore. And this is exactly where people are stuck, because still we can see in the world what is happening. A lot is kind of ruled by religion. Some world leaders are using religion, and this is very dangerous. Uh, Again, my father. My father said religion is opium for the people. And this is true. This is the drug. And you give them, what does a drug do? Imagine a drug makes you happy for a little while, but then afterwards, when you come out of the drug and you come back into the normal world again, that affectives is gone, you are sad, or if you even have a bad trip, it's even worse. So that sadness is like the euphorism, and the happiness are like, I know, I remember I went to church. I was brought up Protestant in Switzerland, and I absolutely loved the songs. And I even later on went still to the choir, because this was a drug for me. The music, the sound, the organ. I wanted to learn to play the organ. I wanted to learn to play the harp, but it was not possible then, but I can understand now why. And this is the drug that is happening. Just look at all these beautiful Christmas songs and other songs that we have. They are pulling you into an energy of euphorism, but then afterwards they leave you. And where are you? You have to find that energy within yourself. You can listen to music. I don't say that's wrong, but you also know that the music scale was changed, was altered. So we have to move back into the solfeggio tunes. And there are some people who transform music from the false 440 hertz into the real solfeggio tune again. But still, that music that is capturing us, but is capturing us just a little bit beside the truth. And this is so difficult to discriminate, and this is why I mostly have stopped listening to music. By the way, the music that is coming out today, all this black magic stuff, I mean, really very dark stuff. This is so destructive, but a lot of young people are still listening to that, and we have to move beyond. So now this is the biggest challenge. This is that alignment. This is that moment in time when the decisions are made and there is no way back. This is like my friend said, it's like the Ark of Noah. Some people, they laugh, oh, this crazy guy building a ship. But then the moment the rain started, they were crying and screaming, get me out, get me in there too. And there is no way. And will be the same. And I'm not the doomsday person at all. You know that. My readings are always focused on the positive. So that is your chance now to really think about it, to really feel it, to feel it in your heart, to ask your higher self, the angels, God, whatever you call that force, help me now to see the truth. Help me now to see what is really going on. Now I'm going through this unconscious part of like swimming through that muddy water. Help me to heal my emotions, my feeling, my duality into polarity. And it is time now to meditate. I have even stopped eating in the moment because I cannot even digest food anymore. It is maybe a good time, spring anyway, cleaning spring, spring solstice, that you go on a fast for a week or so. That will help you also, not just the physical body, to clean out the toxins that are in your body, but it helps on all levels to move forward. So the goal is here for those who are ready and awake, that now they make the 100% clear commitment that they go the spiritual path and say, yes, I will be guided by my heart. I will be guided by love. And it's easy. It's relatively easy. Whenever you have a decision to make, ask, what would love do now? And then there is no question at that moment anymore. So when you come to that point and ask to help, ask the help of the angels, whatever, then synchronicities will happen. You will see that people come into your life or other people will be removed from your life that tend to pull you down into a negative frequency, and things will move much, much more smooth. Then this blue line here from all these planets here, this will help you to bring your energy into the balancing of your mind in the way the yin and the yang, to bring that to a neutral point where you can see what it is. You cannot say breathing in is good and breathing out is bad. So you see the polarity as it is and how important it is, because otherwise we would not have an experience. And again, remember that what is looking out of your eyes is actually your soul. It's the divine. It's God having a human experience. And this is when you surrender to that and let not the ego rule you anymore, then you will have that healing that will catapult you forward into that higher consciousness. And then you can hear from Sun and Moon, see here, you can clear that karma that we had from the past, that humanity brings, that we have not been connected to our divine source, and we can start to manifest the divine source in our life, the divine inspiration. Follow that divine inspiration, that divine knowledge, follow the voice of the higher self. I don't like to say God or whatever, but it is because you are part of God. A word that I like for it is life. Everything what is life is part of the divine. So if you follow that life positive energy, then you are following the divine within, and that will help you to move out of that duality, move out of then afterwards, this energy of swamp, the energy of not being clear. And the swamp energy is also important because this brings now up all those things that are not okay. And now I'm not just talking about politics. I talk about many more things that you can see. Like, for example, you maybe heard about the revelations, what the pyramids really are, and you heard that there are thousands of pyramids all over the planet. And do you know about like the free energy, and there is so much more. And this is once we move in our consciousness and these timelines finally split. I mean, I have given you a drawing in my blogs already about the timelines coming together and then moving out in two directions, and from there splitting again, depending on your consciousness level. So it is like there was a clash, an interruption in the moment with what happened in the world, and the dark ones have put so many traps and so many people have fallen to it. So this is our last chance. And it's not even that we can teach people anymore. This has to come from within. There is nothing that we can do to convince somebody, because people now, they have to make the decision by themselves. This is now the last stage before the sun is afterwards moving into areas when we have that new beginning. So we can say we have a couple weeks now. We have this period till the next full moon, which also is Easter, right? To go through this transformation, which we all go here, manifest here with Pluto in Capricorn, to let go of the old. And maybe one thing that can help you, and I have to tell that myself again, just go through your house and throw away what you don't need anymore. Just this is a great help that you can let go. And once you let go, many things that you keep are connected with memories. And once you are able to let that go, you can also let go of the memories and emotions that are connected with it. Okay, I think we are here at the point that this is, wait a second. Okay, that we can move forward afterwards, and that now the final split of the timeline. And I have seen also online there are several different videos. They talk about that we're done, that this is now the last step, that things are happening. And so be ready. Like, again, maybe those who have not listened to my card reading, go back to that one. That is really the time now where we move forward into that other dimension. No more choice, no more time, no more delays. That's it. That's what is happening now. So I wish you a beautiful time, and please take that time of that dark moon that is coming up for some meditation that can help you to see more things more clear within yourself. Look at what is coming up emotionally for you, and work with it. Try to go down, deeper down into the feelings beyond the emotions. That will help you to see clear. I will do another card reading in a few days, and I will check how the energy is moving forward. So I hope you can understand. And, I'm not the think pink, whatever person, and hope that this helps you really to move forward. Now it's time to make decisions for good. No more delay. Talk to you soon again, and please let me know in the comments what you think, and if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Thank you.